Alright, we are back for round 1 on the draw. Hand is fine. Not the fastest hand, but we don't have a lot of 2-drops anyway. I feel like we just want Sphere of the Sands actually, to have something to do on turn 2, and then we can go Sphere of the Sands into Hedron Archive, which is a decent amount of mana. We can steal Banishing Line turn 3 if needed. Sounds decent. Putting Tidings on the bottom is slightly annoying, I guess, but... Alright, Cobra. Cobra can be threatening depending on what they have next. Like if they go Fetch and play a 5-drop, could be a bit rough. We saw Misty Rainforest during the draft, which they could have if they are blue-green, which it looks like. Alright. Interesting. So 4 colors, I guess. Because I doubt they are playing Painland for Eldrazi, for the colorless. What are they doing now? Okay, green, green, white. Courser. Okay. Courser is pretty good. Maybe I wanna Banishing Light that thing next turn. Batterskull. I think I might just do that, as currently Archive doesn't really do a ton for us. Like, it's not gonna help us cast something next turn. We only have 5 drops. It might have been different if I had Karn in hand, for example, but here I feel fine just removing the Courser. And passing the turn. And next turn we can go Batterskull or Tamio with packed backup. So they play the Swamp we saw, so we don't have any information anymore about their hand. I mean, it's always risky to pact if one of your mana sources is an artifact. I mean, more than if you have just lands, because if they go Destroy Sphere, I just lose. So, you know, we might have to think a bit about that. Okay, that card is annoying. It's been a long time since I haven't played against that. No attack. That's strange. They are playing around Condemn? Snappy is not bad. So if I drop Tamio and tap something, it's really likely that they just play a creature that can kill Tamio. So I think we should just drop the Batterskull for now. And with Pact of Negation Snapcaster, we can counter their next 2 threats. Right now I don't care a ton about what's on the board, obviously. As long as they don't kill Batterskull, and looks like they did not have a creature here. It really looks like 5 color, which, you know, you can do with base green. Blue, blue. Maybe a Titan, blue Titan. Looks like a blue Titan to me. Una. Well, Una, I will counter. And even if they will get to untap, they cannot really make me unable to pay for the pack. Sorry, to pack for the pay. But soon we'll have no more mana with the Sphere of the Sun, so you know that could be problematic. That could become problematic. Yeah, I guess with the Archive, like, I don't think it's gonna be an issue actually. I'm gonna attack here. I don't mind trading my creature for their 2 creatures if they want. I don't think something's gonna happen. Oh, fine. Deal. We got a deal. I mean, with Hedron Archive, I'll have plenty mana to work with, and maybe get back my Batterskull and replay it. So I don't really mind trading my token for their 2 creature. And Courser is actually kind of threatening because when you are playing control, you don't really want to see that. Ashok is really problematic. Not a ton I can do about it right now, though. Yeah, Ashak is just great against control. And they got a gas too. Holy shit. I think the play Snapcaster Sleight of Hand try to get something good. A removal. One of my other O-ring or my what's the name of that thing? Face feathers. Venzerino. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not picking House. I was just thinking about what I would do during the next turn and how I would sequence my. I'm gonna bounce Ashok now so they don't cast my Geist. Well, actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Then they can replay Ashok and plus it again, but then unless they have a revolt, we can kill Ashok by just equipping Batterskull into one of our creature. Obviously this doesn't work if they have a bolt or something along these lines, but or a blocker, I guess. But at least we can start pressuring Ashok. Well, they got our face feathers. So now we kinda need to kill it, otherwise it could become clunky. So I guess we wanna be playing either an archive, equipping that, and Fencer? I don't know. I'm not sure how much it matters if there's a reason to do one or the other more. And everything's gonna attack Ashok. Now, given the mana they have, if they had black available, well, they could have a bounce spell, like into the Royal. Yeah, I'm just gonna. If they have a bounce spell for Venzer, I want to make sure I still get 2 damage, and I don't think missing 2 damage here is gonna matter. Where getting the 2 damage with the Snappy, if they do have some way to bounce Venzer, is quite important. Put a card on bottom. And I think we just want to draw now. Mind control is not bad. I guess attacking them with Snapcaster last turn and playing it a little bit less safe would have mean I could kill them next turn. Because now I'm missing 1 damage, so maybe that would have been a good enough reason to play it differently. I don't think this is too bad though. So what's the best thing to tap? Probably the Flooded Grove. This way they cannot go double blue. Yeah, I don't think it matters a ton. Do you think they have white spell in hand they cannot cast here? Thragtusk. Yeah, that's a pretty good thing to steal. Turns out attacking them with Snapcaster would not have changed the clock then. So we could tap it and just attack them, or we can steal the track. I think I'm just gonna steal the Thragtusk. I don't see any reason not to do that. And this way they die even if they have a damnation. Because I do get the token and I can equip it with Batterskull. Pretty sure I do get the token. But I think they just conceded. Alright. So actually it's not 5 color, they are not playing white. It's a whiteless deck. Ashok is a threat. But in general, a Ram deck is not too much of an issue for my deck. Until they have a late game card that I cannot counter and that puts a ton of creature onto the battlefield. Like, yeah. Something like Avenger of Zendikar would be annoying, obviously. This might be a matchup in which field is pretty good. Don't think anything else makes sense to put in the main right now. Question is, what do I cut for field? Not sure there's something worse than field. Silent departure might not be the best here, actually. Because if they just want to cast some big threatening things like Una or I don't know what, bouncing is just going to delay and not really answer the problem. Where field does answer the problem and can deal with Ashiok, which is probably one of the most threatening cards for us in their deck. Don't think I can keep that. Mana is good, but... okay, that's not bad. I think we keep that on top, actually, as we have 4 lands, and we mulligan, so... could... yeah, that seems decent. Lotus Cobra, maybe? Scavenging Ooze, alright. Don't care a ton about Skoos. Yeah, I think we just want Banishing Light here. I'd rather draw land than Sphere of the Sun at this point. Sphere of the Sun is just good on turn 2 mostly in this deck. It gives me the turn 4 Tidings, but I think I'd rather cast Geist or Banishing Light next turn anyways. If they go Ashiok, it's definitely gonna be Banishing Light. Pilgrim's Eye. Alright. Probably gonna cast Geist. Then they can keep the Scavenging Ooze back to make me unable to attack, but I can Banishing Light that. Or Fizz Feathers. I have a ton of removal here. They fetch black, so they don't need red. Somehow they did not fetch red. So either they need the double black, or for something... yeah, it's probably that. Otherwise they just go for the red, most likely. Yeah, they wanted double black. Yeah. Alright. That's pretty clear now. Yeah, Archive is pretty good. So we'll just remove the Arena and pass the turn. I'm not sure why they did not attack with Eye. Like, even if I remove the Ooze, you don't really want to chump, I don't think so. I think you'd rather get 1 damage in. If we draw a land next turn, we can go Archive into Banishing Light, potentially, if they do something that we care about. I guess picking the double black to play Arena, and because they already had red in hand with 4S, I guess. Sour. What are you gonna steal, though? That's interesting. Yeah, you stole your Ooze. The Ooze was stolen. Cool. We did draw a land. Maybe I just want Tidings now, though. Like, there's nothing I care about in the battlefield, really. Yeah. Let's draw. Ooh, field could be sweet. Can remove 2 things next turn. Just this draw. Oblivion Ring, Banishing Light, Face Feathers, Quarantine Field. They call me the remover. Kiora, Master of Depth. This is the bad Kiora. But I don't really want my opponent to draw things. Oh, they got a Grave Titan and a land. Ugh, that's pretty good. Alright. Yeah, Grave Titan is annoying when you don't have... when you don't have Wrath of God. Next turn I'm probably gonna go Hedron Archive, land Hedron Archive and set up a gigantic quarantine field. I don't even, well, probably gonna remove Kiora before they get some more things actually. Hallowed Fountain, yeah, I guess we're gonna do that. And we'll basically use the field as a Wrath of God, kind of. You know, Wrath of God would be more efficient, but and less dangerous, because if they find an enchantment removal, we'll be in trouble. Obviously, we can remove 3 things. So I guess it's gonna be Grave Titan, Sour, and Scooz, and they will be left with Eye and 2 zombies. They should attack with Sour. And even Scooz and even Eye, I think. I don't really get not attacking here. Three. Alright. Hope they don't have any removal for that. So you... Yeah, I guess I could remove Titan and the 2 zombies, then they can't really ever come back. Yeah, that's not the worst. Also, then I can oust the ooze and attack. Yeah, I think this is actually pretty good. Or oust the zombie and remove the ooze. I don't really mind then drawing a Scavenging Ooze in a couple of turns, though. It's like, it's a pretty bad draw. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with this plan. Next turn we can cash in the Archive and try to draw some fuel too. And this way I can apply a little bit of pressure. I think I should be at something like 12, like my opponent missed 4 attack with Eye. And I don't think, are they champing already? I mean, they are at 23. Alright. Don't mind that. So next turn, after sacking the Archive, we'll have 6 mana available. Well, that's pretty cool. We cannot cast Karn, but pretty much anything else. Courser, yep. You got yourself a Courser. Ashok. Ashok is annoying. We do have the answer in hand right now, but... Steal. Oh, they got my Sphinx and my Snap? That's so good. That's the 2 cards I really wanted right now. Other than Karn. That's sick. That is sick. Alright, well... Let's face feather that thing now, and I think we'll be sacking Archive end of turn. This way we can leave mana open. I don't think there's anything that costs 2 that I would want to cast right now. If they play something, I'm gonna answer by sacking Archive and see if I can draw a counter spell, obviously. But if if I do care about whatever they might cast, but. Yeah, we'll need to finish the game with Karn. If they have an answer to the Karn, it's gonna be pretty tough. We don't have a ton of things going on. Staff of Nin. Ugh. That's one of the issues with the deck. It's a little bit light on threat. So if they get some good hits with Ashiok and remove some of my important threat, then it might be a little bit tough to win. And we don't have any answer in the deck anymore, I think, I mean, we use double O-ring field. We have the pass, and I think that's it. I mean, it's flooding the board with a bunch of things. Sour is attacking, yep. I feel like we are losing that one somehow. I should do that end of turn actually, but it doesn't matter a ton. Oh, Batterskull, yeah, I forgot about that one. Batterskull's pretty good. Okay, we can pack the staff, which is nice too. And at some point we'll hit the card. I mean, it is somewhere in the top 12 cards. Okay. Yeah, Batterskull equipped onto the guys should be good at make us not die, at making us and let us kill them. Definitely countering the staff. That's a no-brainer. And then I have to pay 5. I'll have 5 mana left, so I can move the Batterskull onto the Geist. Then they can triple block, which I don't think is very good for them. I mean, I would not really mind that. I could pass this end of turn, so they don't have great blocks, but I don't think I care a ton about that. I can also just attack with the Germ. Yeah, I might just do that anyways. They are drawing something useful next turn. I mean, they'll get to shuffle if they don't like what's on the top of their library, but mind control. I kind of like having a Courser, I think. No, I already play my land. And I don't mind trading my Germ for their 2 creature if they want. Could kill Ashiok, but I think if they found a way to destroy Enchantment, they are gonna remove the field anyway, so I don't think this is gonna become active again anytime soon. So we know they are drawing Terramorphic Expanse, which I mostly don't care about. Oh, yeah, they can shuffle, never mind. So we don't know what they are drawing. And they will be probably removing their Pilgrim Eyes from the graveyard at the end of the turn to draw the Deus. Oh, I love making that trade. Sign me in for this trade. And they did not choose the Ooze to gain 1 life. That's weird. I'm not sure I exactly agree with this play. I think blocking with Emissary is fine because you don't want to draw Expanse. So shuffling is good. Blocking with both not so great because Ooze is slightly threatening still. And blocking and not removing thing was definitely not good. Kind of like the inevitability of Geist and or Batterskull. Because being a little bit light on threat is always potentially problematic. Eugene, that's in extremely bad news. Probably one of the few cards that means I just lose on the spot. But there's not a ton I think I could have done about that. And they get to reuse Kiora. Yeah, I think we lose now. Alright, the unexpected Eugene. Powerful. And we are drawing an island. Yeah, I mean I can get back the Batterskull and replay it, but we lose. Alright, well, There's one card I should be very worried about. Oh well, this happens. I mean, this is also because I'm playing a lot of this effect, which is always risky. Eugene. Maybe I want Porcelain Legionnaire and be a bit more aggressive in this matchup. Yeah, I don't think... Well, they didn't show a lot of removal, and this could deal a lot of damage before they can do anything. It's getting walled pretty badly by Courser of Crucifix, though. Shrine might just be a better option in this spot to apply pressure. Yeah, I'm not sure about the field. And if they did not do it last game, they will definitely bring in a ton of enchantment removal this game. Okay, I'd be happier with double blue, but I think this is still a keep, as we have a couple lands, early interaction, good late game. Jeez, that Eugene was good. Don't think I ever seen Eugene being that good in a game of Magic. Schools, alright. I'm just gonna oust that most likely. I guess if I draw blue, I'd rather keep Scatter to the Winds available, I think, but in most cases this will just get bounced. I'm playing Geist actually. And if they don't have another thing to cast, I can oust the Ooze and start applying pressure. Best case scenario, next turn I draw an island and I can go oust, Scatter to the Winds. If they play Courser, it's annoying, but there's not a ton I can do. I just hope I hit my land drop more than anything else. Looks like no Courser for today. Nothing be good. Nothing, and I drew a land. This is the dream scenario. We are living the dream. And one more land, and I can go Batterskull Pact, and then it should be pretty tough for them to come back. I'm gonna counter anything pretty much. Yeah, this qualifies as anything. Land? Nope. Slide is not bad. Okay. It would have been easier and stronger to just draw the land, but can't really complain. I guess Consecrated Sphinx plus Pact of Negation should be pretty good in most scenario. I'm not gonna counter Ooze. I'm gonna Pact of Thragtusk though. And here I don't have 5 mana because I miscounted and I lose. Nope. Let's not click through this upkeep. And we drew land. So they go down to 5. Potentially 1, and then we drop Sphinx. Yeah, that guys did a pretty good job here. Please no Grave Titan. It would be too much to ask for. Vendor Shaper 7th. Don't think it changes anything to my plan. Question now is, do I... No, I think I just play Sphinx and next turn I try to kill them if they don't have any flying blocker, but I don't see any reason to suicide the Geist right now. Grave Titan could be tough, because I'll get an attack with it. If they have just a removal for the Sphinx, I think I actually lose, even if I get to draw 2 cards, which is looks like it's gonna happen. But my opponent did not show any removal. Well, we drew Banishing Light for Titan. There will be a plethora of zombies into the battlefield, though. We can Batter Skull. Another reason not to Suicide the Geist right away is because of Batter Skull, obviously. I wonder if they have Nicol Bolas in their deck. Yeah, I'll put the stuff on my upkeep. So I can bounce the Sour. No attack with this. You should attack with zombies and apply pressure here. I need to Banishing like the Titan. That's the thing. Screws. Really? Okay, I guess my opponent just gave me the win. Do you really want to go to 4 when there's a Geist in front of you? I don't think so, man. I doubt it's the best course of action. Cannot attack with Sphinx, obviously, but the Geist is just gonna be lethal, so... Yeah, that was strange. I don't see why you would do that. Yeah, a couple weird plays from the opponent. At least not the most optimal plays, I would say, if anything. But we got there. The Eugene was super frightening. Their deck was pretty funny. I think 5-color good stuff is actually not bad. I've been beaten down pretty severely by one of these decks a couple days ago. When you look, you know when they cast their first spell and you see 4 colors, you are always a little bit like laughing. But I think this type of deck is actually not bad at all. They get to play super powerful things. Yeah, I think if they don't play the use, I'm not in a great spot because then I remove the Grave Titan. I cannot kill them. They can replay a Sour, get back the Sphinx. Then I guess I drew Karn, so we should still be fine, but I was not in the best spot if I could not kill them here. Either way, that was round uno. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if it's the case, and see you for round 2.